control their citizens, but now India's government is not are not able to control the India's population and citizens. उन्होंने पॉलिसी बनाई है, उन्होंने पॉलिसी बनाई है, उन्होंने स्टेप लिया है, बट वो डेवलप हो गया, इंडिया डेवलप नहीं हो रहा है। वाह, वो क्यों नहीं है अभी तक?
हाँ, it's not easy work. You are just saying why मतलब government कर तो रही है. Can you please repeat your question?
I was saying
Yes.
like that developed countries government also had done this thing, and now India is also doing this, but still India is developing and they develop.
Because our people are not following the rule of government, and also government is not doing more thing.
Government is doing
Yeah, maybe doing. Might be. I'm not aware.
पहली बात तो ये है, if our education system is just going to be changed, everything is just going to be changed. First of all, we need to focus on education system. If that is not going to be altered, so we can't change our country also, like developed country. So the problem is education system that needs to be changed. Like if a child is not willing to study what is the benefit of like the things that they are being taught in the schools, the subjects which they have been being taught, which is not going to be beneficial for the students. How would they do something better in their life? What is the exchange of learning those subjects which they are not going to benefit to the students? What would you do exactly? Like after educating yourself, like having passed 10th class, 12th class, after having done your graduation, you are sitting idle. So how can our country be developed country? There is the problem, na? There is problem. The problem that is just getting generated. There is education system. If a child is interested in just doing something that can benefit him, are you getting or not? If a child is doing something that is just going to benefit him, then definitely our country is just going to be developed country in less than no time into landscape. The problem is education system that must be changed, that needs to be changed. Until or unless it is not going to be changed, we can't do anything. Are you getting or not? So first of all, we need to focus. We have got to change our education system, and you should be also having the capability, incredibility about it. Like what should I study, what should I not study? The rule of 80-20. Most of the people don't understand that. The celebrity understand the rule of 80-20. Where to focus 80%, where not to focus 20%. Where to focus 20%, where not to focus 80%. They understand it very clearly. So in our schools, if we have been being taught about it, like where to focus 20%, what's in which subject you are having interest, you have to focus there, then definitely you are going to be successful. If you are going to be successful, the things would get changed. In your family, the things would get changed. You would be able to buy the car, buy the everything you would be able to buy. And the mentality of the people, like they are like having gotten married, people have been begetting their child like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are not able to live the expenditure of the child. How can our country be developed country? Having gotten married, first of all, they think of getting married. Having gotten married, what they think? They beget the child. Numbers, they keep on increasing, enhancing. 1 child, and then another year, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. How our country be developed country? Are you getting or not? So our country, if we want our country to be developed, so you have to stop the populations. You have to stop the populations, and it is in your hand, not in the hand of others. Like I have seen, it is not I had seen one of my friend, he was Momdal. And I asked, how many brothers you are having? He said, 9. I said, oh my God, how many sisters are you having? He said, 2. I got shocked. So what are they doing? What people are doing? How can our country be a developed country? And all 9 boys, they are working outside. In since their childhood, they have been working. Because the father is not able to lift the expenditure of the house. If the child is not, if the father is not able to lift the expenditure of the house, then what would they do? They would do the job. They would not educate themselves. And if they don't educate themselves, then what would they do? They would do this job in like you can say that center market. और यहीं पे काम करेंगे और क्या होगा फिर तुम्हारी हो गया काम, सक्सेस हो गए तुम, कामयाबी हो गए, तो कहां से बढ़ेगा, कहां से डेवलप कंट्री होगा? गलती तो तुम्हारी है. इट्स योर मिस्टेक्स दैट यू हैव बीन कमिटिंग फॉर द लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो हाउ कैन आवर कंट्री बी डेवलप्ड कंट्री? This is your problem, this is your mentality, this is your perspective that you have been doing wrong. It is not about government, it is all about you. It's you versus you. It's all about you. You can change everything. It's up to you. If you are doing wrong, so our country will face the problems. We will face the problem. I. After adding I, it becomes we. Are you getting? So hold yourself accountable for each and everything. If something happens good in your life, you hold yourself accountable for that thing. Hold yourself accountable for every good things. If any good things happen in your life, hold yourself accountable for that too. Hold yourself accountable for each and every changes in your life, and for each and every things in your life. If our country is not developed country, hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. You are the responsible for that. It is your onus to change everything. It is your onus to make our country to be developed. It is your onus. It's your onus. It's your responsibility, not the onus of others' country that they are going to come to us and they are going to make us become more like they are going to make us become developed country. Why would they make us? Why would they give us the idea? Why would they stop our populations? It is all about us. It's up to us. It's not you versus your enemy. It's not you versus your father. It's not you versus your friends. It's not you versus your girlfriend. It's not you versus your friend. It's not you versus your anyone. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. You have to change everything. If you change things would get changed. It's all about what? It's all about you. If you change yourself, it means that you will change your family also. If you think that our government will come and they will change, you are not holding yourself accountable for that. If something bad is happening in your life, you are not holding yourself accountable for that. If anything bad happens in your family, you don't hold yourself accountable. You say to your father, it's mistake of my father. It's mistake of our education system. Why are you not changing? Why are you not changing your mindset? Why aren't you changing your mindset? Why don't you understand the rule of 80-20? Why don't you understand the rule of 80-20? Way to focus 20%, wait not to focus 80%. Understand that? Are you getting or not? You have to hold yourself accountable for each and everything. If something changes, that they are able to be in your life just because of your mentality, just because of your perspective. Problem is not problem. To see problem as a problem is the biggest problem. To see as problem as a problem is the biggest problem. Are you getting it? Problem is not the big. Problems are too small, but your mindset is too small. That is why the problem becomes big. You keep on complaining. This is the problem. Problems are not problems. To see problems as problem is the biggest problem. So not to see problems as a problem. If you see problem as a problem, there would be always problem. You are the problem. You are the problem. He is the problem. She is the problem. Everybody is the problem. Your father is the problem. Your mother is the problem. Government is the problem. Money is the problem.
You are the problem.
He is the problem. She is the problem. That girl is the problem. That boy is the problem. My friend is the problem. Government is the problem. There is no solution. Oh my God. Your thinking is the problem. Your perspective is the problem. Your education system is the problem. My education system is the problem. Hold yourself accountable. Again, I would say hold yourself accountable. If our country is not developed country, it is still developing country. So hold yourself accountable. Your teeny tiny changes, your teeny tiny actions would change so many things. There is a contribution of yours in changing our country. If you change little bit, if you take a little bit actions in your life, things get changed. You are not able to see that things right now, right away, but things would appear automatically. Oh my God, how have I done that much changes? The biggest changes. Biggest changes doesn't come in overnight. Bigger changes doesn't come, biggest changes don't come overnight. You think, oh my, like things are going to change, like you are crying out loud for that. Changes are not happening. I know that the reality, because things would not get changed in 1 day, in 2 days, in 2 days, in 3 days, in 10 days. But would God change? The things would get changed. Are you getting or not? Things would get changed. Just change your thinking, everything would get changed. Change your thinking, alter your thinking, everything would get what? Everything would get changed. Everything would get altered. Say, everything would get altered. Just change your what? Thinking. Change your thinking. Change your mindset. Change your words. There is no problem. Problem is your smile. Problem is you're crying. Problem you are crying. That is problem. Are you getting or not? So there is no problem to see as a problem. The problem as a problem is the biggest problem. ठीक है, ठीक है. कौन आना चाहेगा next? Who would like to come next?
As Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory of this life is never in falling, but in rising every time we fall. So today we rise together to explore. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Survi, and today I am here to start a new topic, that is why India is still developing country. So have you ever wondered why India is not developed country like Japan and Korea? So yes, and we are about to complete 77 years of independence, but still we are not developed nation, because it has lot of problem in India. If we compare present day of India with past one, then we can see the significant improvements. But if we compare India to developed nation, then we can see the needs we change to do in India. It's lot of things. WHO consider a country developed nation with our GDP of country is good and lifestyle of the people is good, poverty rate is less, and many more things. So now I'm going to tell you these things in details. So if we talk about education, so in India, previously there were no schools and colleges in rural area, but now there are. So it has increased our literacy rate, but still we are not getting quality education yet. We are just educated just to become literate or get jobs. But do you think our education system is same as Britishers left us? Why didn't we change it? Haven't we feel to need to change our education system? Yet we are just educated just like the Britishers rule. We are not changed yet. Then I think, in my opinion, we have to change our education system. Our government should change it. And if we talk about poverty, so in India there is a lot of poverty. As we know, most of the people lived in rural areas and under poverty line. They have to face a lot of problems. To become a developed nation, we have to control our poverty rate. We should grow together. I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about we all 141.7 crore people in India. We have to grow together like a family. Okay, in many people do that. They give tip at restaurant, hotels, and cafes just for show off, and they think I'm very considerate person in this world. But they didn't help someone who is really needy. They don't help them person who is really needy and just dying for have something. And on one hand, they give tip to shopkeepers, but on another hand, they are arguing with rickshaw driver over just 10 rupees, and they think, wow, I am very considerate person in this world, and I am just giving tip and just say keep the change to shopkeeper just for show off. In my opinion, this is just a show off. If you really want help to someone, so please help them who are just really needly, who wants your help. You can also help and support them by informing the government policies meant from them, from under poverty line people, because most of the MLAs of the country, of the area, they don't want to people aware about policies, because they do a corruption. In India, a lot of people are engaged in corruption just for some rupees. They don't think about someone, they don't think about their peoples, and don't think about their voters who are giving vote to them. Thus, they are just doing the corruption. Just because we are still developing country after 77 years, and now we are finance minister said like after 10 years India will be developed country. So why after 10 years? Why 1 or 2 years not? Because we are not supporting our government, and our government is also not good. That's why. And infrastructure. If we talk about infrastructure in rural areas, it is also not well. Many accidents were happen. Street lights are not there. Education are not there. Health is not also. And then hospitals just said go to the urban areas, and hospital like AIMS and substance and that all. And just people are, as we know, people have no money for making their hygiene, maintain hygiene, and eating good food because they are poor, and we have to control that. If we talk about infrastructure, this is also not well developed. But the last but not least is population. As we know, we have 141.7 crore population in India. And we are now the first largest population country in world. India is now first. Previously China is, but now we are. China has 141.1 crore, and we have 141.7 crore people. So now this is not also good, because if population increase, demand will also increase, but supply not. And now, and as we know that our limitation is our wants are unlimited. We want big house, we want like many cars, bikes in our house. We want everything. We humans, we want everything, but we don't think about resources. We have limited resources. So why we don't think about the resources and environment? Now we are also disturbing the environment. Like as a result, you can see the global warming. We have to face a lot of summers and sunlights, just because of global warming. Glaciers are melting. Like we are the problem. That's why India is not growing. We are the problem, indirectly or directly. We are the problem. Okay. So if we want to grow our India, if we want to become India as a developed nation, we should be grow together like a family, and we have to change our education system also, and health and government should focus on rural area also. They are just focusing on urban area. Most of the Mumbai and Delhi, because most of the foreigner visits there. That's why they are just focused on these areas. Why they are not focusing on rural areas? Many people are live there. There are a lot of things that we have to do. Government will, if government not do, so you can try to do. If you are able to do, so please do that. And we want India to develop nation, so please do something, and start from now. Start from now, because it's best for us. That's it. Thank you.
Anybody is having any questions regarding the things that they have been spoken by Surbhi, as he has spoken about the like how can India be developed country like in 2 years, or like why not in 2 years, why in 10 years. So I just want that as he has spoken, so that we are going to be acquainted about it, like how can India be developed country in just like in less than no time, which is the collapse. Okay, so what sort of mistake that we have been doing for a long period of time, so that we should not do that mistake. Are you getting or not? What sort of mistake that we have been committing for a long period of time? What sort of mistake that we currently do that mistake? Are you getting or not? So these kinds of questions that you can ask from Surbhi. Are you getting or not? Like why aren't we supporting our government? And why aren't our government doing anything? What is the reason behind it? Are you getting or not? So you can ask some of the questions regarding that, regarding the things that they have been talking by Surbhi. So you can ask. Yeah, who wants to ask them? Yes. Answer should be asked in a perspicuous way, so that she could give the answer properly, or in a perspicuous way she could give the answer. Are you getting or not? Those questions should be asked from you. One person. Right? Yeah. Who wants to ask questions? Anybody who wants to ask? Then you will become an intelligent person. Until you have the power of asking the questions, unless you are not going to be intelligent, sagacious person. Are you getting or not? If something is just being spoken, you are listening only. It means that you are not understanding, or you are perceiving the things that they are being spoken. If you are perceiving, it means that you are capable of asking the questions from her. Are you getting or not? If you are capable of understanding the things that they have been spoken by Surbhi, it means that if you have understood, you can have a lot of multivarious questions in your mind. And the person who asks the questions more, that person becomes more intelligent. So ask the questions, and the questions should be asked in a concise way, in a succinct way, and must be clear to everyone, individual person. Yes, who wants to ask? Yes, you go.
According to you, in which sector government should focus more?
Rural area, urban area. I think rural areas, like my
In
question.
which area?
Rural areas.
What?
Because there is a lot of problem in rural areas as compared to urban areas. So I
What
think,
kind of problems are there in rural areas and which
like
are not in urban
I
areas?
just said that
Infrastructure.
infrastructure, poverty,
So why the
health.
government is not making that good?
I'm sorry, what?
Why the government is not making the infrastructure, schools, is everything not good?
Yes, everything is not good, and I don't have this answer because government not do so. What I can say, government are just saying that in the time of election, like I'm just doing, they are just promising to their voters.
Government is doing, but the population of our India is not supporting the government. You know,
Many areas, but we cannot say that a lot of people are not supporting because they are just think that government will not do. If government just saying that I will get the infrastructure well developed, so people just said that in their mind it's just fit that government will not do. That's why, and I think
you know,
government.
like the people are thinking that government will not do. According to your perspective, government is really not doing anything for the.
In many areas, I think government is not doing anything.
Okay, apart from government, as she has spoken, like the government is not doing anything. But I think, as far as I see, that government is doing. In my perspective, because they are working. But okay, so any other questions that you would want to ask from her? From Chutni? Yes, Alice, yes, go ahead, ask the questions. Intelligent questions must be asked. Intelligent questions are always asked by the intelligent person. So if you are intelligent person, so yeah, after asking.
According to you, then India is not democratic. You said that. I am saying
Right, if we talk about America, it is a developed country.
If we talk about developed countries like Japan and
Like
Korea,
Japan, America,
India is
China,
developed, then
it is
Nepal.
called developed country. And India is called developing country. Are you ready? Still it is developing. It is not developed. It is not developed.
It's development, sir. I think China is developing country. But China की comparison में पीछे है.